Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to another School After Dark show. It's going to be a great week. Exciting things are happening in school. Exciting things are happening in our own lives. There's emojis. There's all kinds of new stuff popping up everywhere. And we have a great show for you planned today. How are you? How was your weekend?
Oh boy. Let's start with how your weekend was first.
I don't remember anything that happened this weekend. That's one of those.
Well, that's eventful.
Completely
Uh,
sober. I just don't remember anything.
Hopefully you got some rest. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That would
did.
be a good thing.
Yeah, actually, so I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, and I have to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day for the rest of the week. And I feel like a brand new person. I am such a morning person. Sleeping in makes me feel terrible. I feel great.
Hearing about you having to wake up at 5 a.m. made me feel terrible. I suddenly feel terrible. Um, you've been waking up at 5 a.m. Why?
Because my wife's having to do this like training like really far away. So I've been getting up with her, like trying to
Mm,
like help her get ready every day. And yeah, I feel great. I forgot what it was like to wake up that early, and I just feel so good.
okay, weirdo, but good job taking care of your wife. Uh, and you've been learning your Mac, right? Has that been fun?
Yes, I've been delving deep into it, learning
Ugh.
automations and learning all the hotkeys. It's like a whole new world. It's a totally different thing. I can't wait for you to try it.
You know, my MacBook gets here tomorrow. And
Whoa.
you know how you told me about that sticker thing? Well, I
Yes,
have a weird thing where I hate putting stickers on laptops. I don't know why. I've never been the person to do that.
I'm
I've always
muted.
thought it looked cool on other people's. So I actually found a mouse pad that has all of those. And
Oh,
it's like
that's
this
cool.
huge mouse pad that has all of it. And then it also is like, hey, make sure you do these stretches. And I'm like, haha, no. Um, but yeah, that came in before the Mac, so I'm learning all
Nice.
the things that I don't understand yet because Mac's not here. But
Yeah. There's
uh,
a lot of little stuff that's going to be annoying, but then there's going to be a
mm,
lot of other stuff that I found that I'm like, wow, this is so much better.
yeah, I feel like I'm going to the dark side and I'm resisting, but like also I need it. So
You do need it. You do.
you want to hear how my life is a cartoon?
Sure.
Okay,
Tell us.
so the crazy thing that happened my weekend. By the way, if you guys want to share what happened on your weekends, we would love to hear it in the comments. So let us know.
Please.
Um, but I fractured my foot.
Oh God.
Yeah, and it was. I described it to somebody I know, and they're like, "Dude, that sounds like out of a cartoon. Like when they step on a banana and they go fling." So I had gone to get groceries because I always like the weekend is like for me to prepare for the rest of the week, right?
Right,
So
right.
I was getting home and I'd accidentally decided to do pickup at two different places instead of just one. So and I'd gotten a bunch of stuff because it was like I have to stock up on this, I have to stock up on that. And so they would put it in the front seat. Well, I opened the front seat and stuff started falling out. And I was like, FML, right?
Oh no.
Well, um, I picked up most of it, but I missed one thing and I didn't see it. And we just got like brand new gravel out there
Hmm.
and I had the car door open. I stepped on it and it's like this it was like a cardboard piece that's like super slick.
Hmm.
Stepped on it and I had just also seen my chiropractor too, so he's not going to be happy about this when he hears this. Um
Yeah, probably
and
not.
I tried to save myself from falling backwards on my back, which I didn't fall down. I just fractured my foot because my foot went flying up, like the force of it trying to help me keep balance. I basically like kung fu kicked the bottom of the door with my foot.
I mean, better your
And
foot than your back.
yeah, I'm not sure which one would have been better because this one's pretty rough. It was like this like my foot swole like had a big knot like the size of a baseball on top of it. And it's been pretty rough. So
Hey.
now I'm
Yeah.
basically stuck And I also fell out of my chair today.
What is wrong with you?
I know. I was like, what is happening? I'm just gonna be so accident prone. so, so my parents were visiting and they were gonna leave later today, and so this morning I was doing stuff and I'm like trying not to put any weight on my foot, and so I have my rolly office chair out here, and then I didn't want to put weight on my foot, but I needed to reach something. And I forgot that there was something else near the foot of this chair. And my chair flipped, like basically flipped over on top of me.
Oh
And all
my
my mom heard
God.
from the other room was, ah!
Well, if it wasn't
And so,
fractured before.
yeah, I was like, I didn't hurt my foot in that one, but I also didn't break my wrist. So it could have been worse. It could have been like, but it was basically, it sounded like a cartoon.
You just like show up
So
today for the show in a full body cast.
yeah, I'm like,
It's a great
so
weekend, guys.
I'm accident prone, maybe. Yeah,
Well, we got our
it was
first
crazy.
comment here
Oh, nice.
from Edwin. I got back into my
Mm.
rapping roots this weekend, so I wrote a song about school. I listened to it today, actually. It was really good.
What? Where is it?
It's in Schoolers. Yeah, we'll bring it up
I will have to.
maybe on our recap show. We'll talk about it. It was awesome. I
Sweet.
everybody should go look at it. Also, does my screenshots look better?
They do.
I feel like they look better.
They do. They're not always blurry. I was always like,
Yeah.
why is he making blurry blurs?
It's because
But
I was on an old computer and now I'm on like a new Mac. So,
yay.
yeah,
No more blur. The
no more
blur is
blur.
gone.
The blur is gone to Apple, whatever. But yeah,
Woo woo.
I hope I hope you healed up and you maybe quit doing
Yeah.
that.
My massage therapist came by today. Because I always get a massage like on every other Monday, and she was like, "So how was your weekend?" I was like, "Well, don't touch my foot." And she was like, oh, "Okay, what happened?" Like, yeah. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was
not
funny.
good.
Um, we.
But Edwin hopes he heals
Oh,
up as well. Just thought you should know.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I do have some tips on how to heal up, but because I fractured my toes when I was a kid. And
Oh
that
my
was
God.
because I decided to go on a zip line, a backyard zip line, so you're not all harnessed in, just the one that you hold on your hands. After I had just finished washing my parents' like RV thing that they had, so we used to park our like recreational RV kind of thing in the front
Yeah.
of the house. And when we had friends coming from like Michigan, because we lived in Florida on the beach and we had like dolphins in our backyard and stuff, so they would always come visit us. And I just watched it because I knew our friends from Michigan were coming. And but I was all wet from hosing it down. And then I was like, oh, yeah, let's go on the zip line. And so yeah, duh, slippery, fell down, twisted my foot, hit my toes on a root, fractured toes, and then I still ran my race in a boot.
Wow.
So
You're a regular David Goggins over here.
yep, nothing's gonna stop me.
Stay hard. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to chat with us, go to the What Is School community. It's a free community. That's all. It's public. It's free. Go to the top pin post, comment there. I will throw up your post, your comment on this live stream, just like our good friend Rick here. No rapping for me. Man, look how the quality. Look at the
The
quality.
quality is so nice.
Oh my gosh, I could like
Look
see
at
Rick so
we can see
clearly.
Rick so clearly. His flame is flaming.
Yeah. Nice work. Yeah, no rapping. Maybe you should try. Maybe that could be your homework for this week. Try rapping.
Not for me. I
After
probably get
you,
hurt somehow.
you're gonna somehow break an arm or something. And if you want to help support the show, it's also free, just like the What Is School community. All you have to do is like this live stream, subscribe to be lucky number.
Oh crap! Hold on. 335.
Wow, that's a pretty big jump over the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
boy.
also send this to your best friend schooler or send it to a schooler that's accident prone. One of the two.
I'm gonna get all of them. My messages. Psh, psh, psh. Hey, this is for you.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks.
And before we get into our conversation, I do want to bring up another comment if I can find it.
You're way slower on your Mac, but we will
I'm way
forgive you
slower. Well,
because
okay,
these are worth the quality, right?
okay. What the problem is that I can't figure out how to set it up to for the screenshots go to the most recent. They're random, so I don't
Oh,
know how to fix
probably
that.
because it's renaming it for you.
A
That's probably
few
I need to
moments
take that
later.
off. I need to take that off. Rick said, "Let's work on getting the damn clover first." Agreed.
The
Agreed.
clover is here.
I know that's exciting.
Yeah, boy.
Rick says the
I
problem
like
is it's a Mac. That could be it. Could be it.
it. Might be.
I have been a Windows user since 1998. This is my first one, and so I'm just getting used to it. But yeah, I don't have the Clover. If I would have been taking payments through Skool and not PayPal, I would have had the Clover. But alas, alas, it's really cool. It's exciting. We'll talk more about that tomorrow.
Okay. We're going to go clover hunting on Thursday, right? We're going to go hunt and see how many
Yes,
clover people we can find and what they're
we're gonna be
doing.
frolicking through school and see who we can pick out.
Because we've seen the rocket everywhere, right? Clover is
Yeah,
the
that's
cool
old
one.
news. Rocket's old news. We don't care about the rocket, the flame, the star. I only care about the Clover now.
Emotional damage.
That's right. But hey, do you know what else?
Yeah, boy.
We got a school.
Shout out.
Oh, it's been a minute since we had a school shout out. You shouted this one out. So go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, so I obviously go and check out all of the school ads when I can get a chance to, because I've been cooking. I've been cooking for my community on some stuff. And I came across this one and I was like, this is just really cool. And so it reminded me of what was his name? The green guy?
Gumby?
Gumby. Yeah, Gumby.
Yeah.
And this lady does this, and so she said apparently like doing stop motion is like the stop animating thing is very tiresome because you're just like you move a little
Oh
bit,
yeah.
you move a little bit, you move a little bit. So I was like, that's a really cool thing for it to be like if you had a community that did that together.
That sounds really
So
fun. I kind of
yeah,
want to try it.
I was like, I wanna go watch and see what she does, and but uh, it's like I need to focus for right now. But I was like, I need to save this in my back pocket because this would be cool to see grow.
It does look interesting, and I like the look of it. Looks really really cool. I've always wanted to do stop motion. I had this app a long time ago that let me do it, and it didn't never work properly. But now that I have like nicer cameras, I think I could actually do this because like the Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's all stop motion. And I loved watching the documentary about it, so I might join
Oh
this.
yeah, that would be cool. You'll have to let me know how it is.
Yeah, pretty good price. All right, so
Yeah,
what
boy.
is the topic of this magical Monday?
Are you a frugal person or a lavish person, or you happen to be a little bit of a balance?
I think I'm a lavish person that doesn't have any money. No, I'm just kidding.
I was born a queen or king. Um, let's do you should I spill the sauce on like why I wanted to do this or no?
Yeah, let the people know. Why
Okay.
are we even doing this show?
Why are we here? Um, so I wanted to bring this up because there's a lot of times where people think about making their promise for their about pages,
Mhm.
or they think about like what kind of community they want to do, right? And I thought we could make a fun way out of doing this is like figuring out what kind of person you are yourself, because there's mostly like people that either want to save time or they want to save money, right?
Right. And it could be
And
different for
so,
different things.
yeah, it's like some people at a certain stage, it's like they only want to save money. Like they don't care how much time it takes, they'll put all the time as their like labor, and that's how they pay for things is all the time that they put into it, right? And then
Yes.
there's other people that are like, no, I need you to save me time. And because I have the money to pay for saving time. And I think that we start to see a different stage for people at different levels. And then sometimes I think the person that's trying to save the most money actually should look at it as a balance. Like, I should save a little bit of time by not having to do like YouTube University, right?
Right.
Putting all the pieces together myself. But then they also are typically the ones that try to reinvent the wheel, and then that's a whole nother story. So
True.
to make it fun and try to like put this in our heads of like starting to think, what kind of like person are we? And then on your own, when you're thinking about like the person you're trying to help, what kind of person is that? Do you think that they would be the type of person that would save money or save time like you would? So we're just going to go over some questions. I didn't get any pictures for this because obviously been dealing with a fractured foot is not
Got a lot going on. You got a lot going on.
not helpful. But let's see. So the first one, I think this is the most common one that's talked about. And that would be, do you want to like how are you going to have your coffee? Are you going to make coffee at home, or are you going to go to Starbucks, or are you going to DoorDash Starbucks? Or there's another option that's never talked about is are you going to get pre-made coffee, right?
Pre-made coffee.
Yeah,
That's
think about
interesting.
like they have Starbucks bottled up, and so
Oh
it's saving
yeah,
time
that's
and
true.
technically saving money because it's not as expensive as going to Starbucks themselves.
True.
So
I mean, if I
for
was
you and the people in the comments, by the way, I want you guys to answer too.
okay, so coffee, save time or better to save money. When I was working like a regular job, like not from home,
Mm-hmm.
it would make more sense to go to the drive-through. But now that I work from home, I feel like I would actually be losing time and money to like get in my car and
Mm-hmm.
like go somewhere because like it's like a whole thing driving somewhere to get it. So I make my coffee every day. I even built an app for it, a whole app.
You built an app for making your
Yes,
coffee.
yeah.
How
I'll have
did
to
that
show it.
save time? That saved money, but how did that save time?
Okay, well, it's zero time or money saved. It's just like a fun thing.
Okay, explain it. I
Actually,
want to
I
hear.
actually wasted a lot. So every morning I make coffee for me and my wife, and we have all these different creamers and like all these different like got a whole little setup here.
Mm-hmm.
And so every day I have to like ask her, "What do you want?" And so now I literally made an app with Claude, and it's on her phone, and she can just go on it and type in exactly what she wants, how much cream she wants in it, what kind of sugars, what flavors, and she like does the whole thing, and it texts me. So after she hits send, it'll send me like a little receipt picture of what she wants, and it has a little joke on there too about coffee, which I think is hilarious. And I just make it.
That is
So
adorable, and I think that that is her getting Starbucks at home. So
pretty much,
she
yeah.
she figured out the system.
Yep.
I like it. That is so cool. And so anybody else that's like listening, like you guys can answer as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Here is one that I have a hard time with, and for those that want to know, I make coffee at home because I'm really picky about my coffee.
Mm, yeah. You do the French press.
Surprise, surprise. I do French pressed, and there's a couple. There's like pour over. There's or
We are
there's
both Cafe
mold
Bustelo
free.
friends.
Yes, you mean? Never mind. I probably shouldn't say it on YouTube, right?
Probably not.
Probably not. Me get in trouble again. So do you research every purchase for hours that you make?
Yes.
Do you read a few reviews, or do you just buy it if it solves the problem?
Oh no, 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 no. No. I you should weeks I will spend looking up
Mm-hmm.
not only reviews, I'll be reading 10-year-old Reddit threads for hours. I will look at every avenue. I will watch YouTube videos about said product or course or whatever. I will do the deepest delve you've ever seen anyone delve before I buy anything. I'm that kind of buyer. I'm like the one person like I'm the kind of person you wouldn't want to try to sell to.
I like it. No, it's like you have to give all the information. Hey, Dominic, stop making those noises with your thing. Thank you. Cannot think with that. It's the squishy dumplings, and he likes to make little fart noises with it, and I'm like, um,
So what about you? Are you a researcher, or are you just you'll buy it if you think it's time?
I I think that I'm a mixture. It's like it doesn't even matter if I can buy it. Like if I could buy it right
Mhm.
now, I still feel like I have like a responsibility to make sure it's a good one, because I also know my level of frustration if I bought something that wasn't good, right?
Yes, it sucks,
S-
especially with
s-
us. We're like not the type to just return something. It's too much hassle.
Yeah. I think when it comes to that, like for the Mac, I spent maybe way too long deciding, but that's also like me trying to figure out if I would even use a Mac.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's a bigger
but there was like
purchase.
too
It's
many.
also like it's a how much is it kind of thing. If it's
Yeah.
$5, I'm gonna pay for it. Whatever.
I also read a ton of reviews. So like there was at one point when I had an apartment and my dog would just like not stop barking. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I did all the things that the experts said to do. And I was like, this is bullshit. Like there should be something that like works, right? And
Yeah.
so there's all those like, hey, buy this thing and it makes a little noise every time they bark and then they stop. Some of them are crap. And so I
Yeah.
learned the way of like going on Amazon and you have to go read the reviews. So it's not like, yeah, these hand towels are great. And you're like, this was a dog burger. Why are they talking about hand towels,
Oh,
right?
I hate that.
So I am the person that will read, like, if it's a big purchase, not like a huge purchase, but like to me, the MacBook was like at least a big purchase that I would feel really stupid if I bought a bad one.
Hmm.
Or I didn't buy what I needed. And so that took hours. And then for something else in my everyday life, I'll read a few reviews. But I don't think I'm ever the person to buy something just because it solves a problem,
Yeah.
you know?
I also found that I'll be more likely to buy something if someone I know actually has that thing.
True. That's why reviews are important and
Hmm.
like referrals and all that. That's a good point.
Oh no, I cut off Edwin's.
What?
No, I cut off Rick's. I cut off Rick's. Dang it. That was a terrible screenshot. So sorry, but I'll read it. Rick said, I don't look at reviews very much. Typically things I need for my worm or meal prep community. Worm community. That sounds interesting. I have had products recommended. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if someone recommends me something. Sometimes like my cardboard shredder, I use chat to make the best purchases in my budget. That's true. I use
That's a
AI
good
a
point.
lot. I talk to AI a lot back and forth. Like cuz I can tell it my exact situation and it'd be like, "No, you would probably rather have this thing." And then Edwin said, "Definitely a researcher."
You
Yes.
know what? I'm glad that he brought this up
What?
because now I am in my like this is probably why I wanted to do this for real if we're being really honest. Um
This is like therapy.
this is therapy. I'm getting y'all to tell me I should buy it. Um so I have big beef. Well, you know what? I'm going to ask the question. Big beef.
I've got a hamburger.
Let's wait. Do you cook every meal? Do you meal prep? Do you order delivery
Oh
or
god.
post up? You know
Is this
what
the
I'm
real
going to talk.
question?
This is a real question
Oh
because
no.
this is a problem that I keep coming up against all the time. Because
Yes.
being a single mom, well, now even more, because of my freaking foot. Um, Now I'm even more tempted. Like I'm more tempted to buy a Posha,
I want one of
and
those so bad. They're so
it
cool.
is.
You don't know what we're talking about. We showed it off this Friday. It's like a
I
cooking
got a
machine.
picture of it.
It's so cool. It like cooks all your meals for you. It's an
Yeah,
AI robot chef.
it's a yeah, it's a cooking robot that you can have at home, and I'm really like I'm on the verge of buying this thing because it looks so cool, and like I've done a lot of research already. It's this thing right here.
It's so cool.
So
A posha.
I have really, really been considering buying this because I have big beef with freaking DoorDash. Okay,
You do.
I do, and I am And like just like what Edwin said, I love actually cooking. I do love to cook. It's just when I can't cook, I still want it to be healthy. And I have this weird thing where I something that I learned when I was in doing Rick's community, right? Because we would do all these different things, and I know I'm the person that will not eat meal prep. It's a weird texture for me, but I
Mhm.
think meal prepping is smart. So what I did when we were meal prepping is I would prep ingredients so that then I could cook and it would be easier. But I would still be in his meal prep community and still use the posha because you still have to cut things up for this, right? Well, this recently, I had like an insane day that I was like working on a bunch of things, and I was like, obviously, I need to like make sure that Dominic's getting fed and I'm getting fed, and I always make sure he's fed and stuff. Like I'll stop everything else I'm doing to make sure he gets something he wants. But sometimes he wants things that I don't want. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just order from DoorDash, right? This is like, I don't know what it is, but it's like the millionth time that they did not bring what I paid for. And
Ooh.
I am like, you're supposed to be saving me time, right? That's the whole
Mhm.
point of me door dashing. And because I know I'm spending stupid money when I get DoorDash, especially because I am on 20 acres out in the country. So, like, I'm going to tip good and everything too because I drove all the way out here. Well, and it's not the driver's fault necessarily. It's like, I don't know what the problem is really. And so I go on there and I'm like, hey, you didn't bring me everything. You need to at least refund me for what you didn't bring. Like, you got some of it wrong, too. Like, some of this order is wrong, but, like, just at least refund what you did not bring me. And they're like, nope. And so I was like, what do you mean, nope? And I got on the call because I called the number for them, and I was like, "Do you have like, is it the policy to steal?" And they were like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Yeah, if you don't give me what I ordered and you don't return my money, that's stealing." And so then they escalated it to the next person. I'm like, I didn't care that I was being a Karen, and I was like, you know what would save me from all of that headache and all of that frustration, where I just like, part of me is just like, I want to take DoorDash down, right? Um, I could just buy a posha and just like when I know life is going to be crazy, I'll have done my meal prepping of ingredients. I'll just throw it in the posha thing. And so when life is crazy, I don't have to feel like I have to rely on some like whack butt stuff like DoorDash.
It's kind of like a mix of the two things. It's like meal
Hmm.
prep. So, but you also it's cooking for you. So it's like a save you time and money, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it really would because I think I could meal prep all the ingredients for it so it's still healthy. And then, but it's getting cooked for me and I'm not the one standing there
Yeah.
stirring.
I agree. I've never actually DoorDash once in my entire life.
What? Don't
Yeah,
ever.
never. I am. I don't want. I've never even ordered a pizza. I'm the type to just go get it, just because
Mm.
it's expensive to like tip people and stuff. But I'm also extremely lazy. Like we went and got groceries today, and I'm like, yeah, let's eat out.
I think it's a rite of passage. Like when you go grocery shopping or you go get food, all those things, to even do pickup, like that was effort. So you have to have somebody else cook for you.
Right, exactly. But I honestly eat out way too much because
Mm.
I don't particularly like cooking, to be honest. But Rick says DoorDash is
That's why
stupid
you need a
expensive,
posha.
and DoorDash is always hit or miss. If we order, I'd rather just pick it up and check the order myself. Exactly. But
Hmm.
also, like, I am really weird about meats. Like, like I'm the type that all my food is going to be overcooked
Hmm.
because I'm like so worried about getting like salmonella.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother show.
that's a
What are
whole nother
you
show.
afraid of?
That's a whole nother show. But
So
yeah,
yeah, I feel like my thing is like I would love to do what Edwin does and just me go check my order, but I'm also like one way it would be like 25 minutes driving, right?
yeah.
That's why I tip so well, because I'm like, oh, yeah.
So this is one of those
Um,
things where I'm actually not as frugal because I'd rather eat out, but also at this point in the economy, it's not that different. Like it's pretty much the same. Groceries are so expensive.
Yep. You're gonna like this next one because it's like very on theme for what we just did.
Okay.
But keep using an old laptop.
Oh
Upgrade
my
when
god.
needed, or always buy the fastest option. This could also go for iPhones.
I get a new phone every single year as like my gift to myself because it usually comes out on my birthday. And but I've also been using the same old computer for I don't know, 8 years or something. And I finally upgraded and I didn't buy the 2026 model. I bought a little bit older, but I knew it would still get the job done and still be like way faster than what I had. So it just depends. I'm kind of like somewhere in the middle, you know. Upgrade when I have
Makes
to.
sense. I feel like I upgrade when needed, and I'm not the type of person to always buy the fastest one. Like someone's like, "Oh my goodness, the new iPhone's gonna be out." I'm like, "This one's still working until this
Yeah.
breaks. I'm not buying a new one."
I think I just spend so much time on my phone, like an unhealthy amount of time, that I want the best of the best.
True, I can get that. But that was like also like a work investment for you too, because you did TikTok
True.
Shop.
Yeah. And I wrote it off and I'm going to write off this computer too.
Nice, I like it. Okay, we have another one.
Okay. I'm
Answer
ready.
every email, batch them once a day, or have an assistant filter them. Now, this could also mean
Oh
like if you're not
gosh.
doing emails, it could be like DMs, like school DMs.
Or you could use Scoot. Um okay, at this point a lot of stuff can be done with AI, but you still have to take the time to set all that up. So, I don't think I would be the type to hire an assistant for that. I don't think so. Cuz also that's like I don't know if I want somebody else reading my emails or my DMs. I'm weird. But I'm also not to the point where I would even need that. So it's hard to
Yeah.
say. I mean, there could come a time where I'm like so overwhelmed with DMs that I'm like, I just need some help. I might hire somebody. Who knows?
Someday, someday
Someday.
you'll need an Arton.
When I
Um,
get my clover.
Clover, Clover. Take every meeting. Oh, by the way, I didn't answer that. I guess.
Yeah, what
Uh,
would you say?
I like to batch them because if I get stuck in my messages, what will happen is I'll just spend most of my day on messages because they'll reply and then I have to reply again. So I try to go in multiple times a day, but I like have a little timer for myself so I can go answer the messages right then and then I can come back out. It's different when I'm moderating because like I'm always going to check because it might be like an in the moment kind of conversation that needs to happen. But other than that, I try to go and check them out at one time.
You know, I'm a fairly anxious person, and I cannot stand to see an un or replied to DM. Like I try to reply as instantly as I can. I think if I do get to that point where I am getting like a ton of DMs where I can't handle it, I might actually go insane. This has unlocked a whole new fear for me.
Moving on. uh, do you try to take every meeting, or would that be like every school call that you could get on? Do you qualify people first, or do you
Oh, I qualify
decide if
people.
the decide you want to be on that call or not, or almost never take any meetings or calls?
I almost never take any meetings or calls, and if I do, I qualify them to the point where they probably don't want to jump on a call with me anymore. But hey, the people that choose to stick around are the exact people I want to work with.
Well, that's good. That's important. That's definitely important.
Yeah. What about you?
I would say that I typically try to qualify. It depends on what stage I'm in, right? Like when I was first getting started, I would take more calls. Like I did all those clarity calls. And I think that that was good for a season, but then I'm like, obviously, I don't have time for that now. And So now it's like I have to make sure that I actually have time for it because there's a lot of calls that I get invited to, and I would love to be on them, but sometimes they overlap with other things that are like, excuse me, gonna get the hiccups. Hopefully not. I rebuke these hiccups.
Well, you're like
Um,
you're the famous school mod. Everybody wants to hop on calls with you.
I'm not famous. Get out of here, Cam. Cam tells me that all the time. She's like, "You're famous because you're on YouTube." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not." No. So I think that's what I would say is like, I wish I could be on more calls because I like being on calls, but I also just don't have time to always be on them.
True.
So,
True. I get it.
here's one that I was more about saving time than saving money, but then I got bamboozled.
Oh no.
So, do chores after work, spread them throughout the week, or pay someone
Oh
else.
gosh. This is one thing I wish that I could pay someone to do. But because it's like honestly, this is probably my biggest time suck is
Mm-hmm.
like trying to keep up the house with two small children at home that are just like tiny tornadoes. Like I can literally clean all day, turn around, and it looks exactly the same. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I would love to hire someone.
Yep. I had someone cleaning my house and cooking and everything and helping reorganize the house. And then they moved, and it's so sad because that was like one of the only people I trusted in the area to be in my house.
Yeah. And that's
Um,
the other thing. It's like it would have to be a very special person
yeah,
to let them in
it's
my
because like
house.
you're trusting them in like your safe space, right?
Maybe I can hire my mom.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. As soon as my mom moves back, I'll be like, "Mom, you want to make some extra money?" No, in fact, like I feel bad when I think about that because I'm like, no, what I should be doing is I should hire someone that comes to clean my house and then also goes and cleans her house too. You know,
True. True. That would be the nicer thing to do.
sometimes I'm not very nice though. I'm like, hey, mom, what's up? Now I have some fun questions, or at
Okay.
least they're fun to me because I'm like a nerd about this. This is interesting. What's something you'll happily overpay for?
You go first because I don't know what would be something I would happily overpay for. I don't like overpaying for anything. Well,
Oh,
okay,
come
hold on,
on,
hold on.
think
Let me
about it.
think about that. Okay, something I would overly pay for would be something that would get me an overly paid return. So it'd have to be something that would make me money for me to want to pay more for it, right? But I
Sure.
will say this: I did pay a stupid amount of money to Disney World, and I was actually looking at pictures from our last Disney trip, and I'm like, "Damn it, we need to go back." So yeah, I paid the mouse way too much. I definitely overpaid the mouse, and I'm willing to do it again.
I overpaid for a silly aquarium picture, and the aquarium picture was messed up because they had an alarm go off,
Oh no.
and it was like so during our picture we're all like ah, looking worried, like it was scary, and I was like, and I just paid $50 for this, ugh. Um,
Yeah.
so, but I would if they were good photos, I would be happy to pay for those because photos are really special. Because the kids are only small once, and this is bullshit.
I know that's what makes me
Um,
want to go back to Disney.
You need to. This is why you need to get your Clover. You need
I
your
know.
Clover just so that you can go to Disneyland more. Um, I think what I would happily pay for is to never have to edit shit
Mm.
when it comes to my
I was gonna
videos.
ask you. It's like, hey, what about a video editor? Because that would
Yep, I would
be,
happy to like, cause like when I think
but
about
overpay
editing,
though.
yeah, I would
Overpay.
overpay. If it was like if I would overpay for it if they would get it done, and like I'd pay the normal amount for for it to be done normally. But if I was like I need this video out soon because this is like a hot topic, what can I overpay you to like go crazy if you have time for that? Like that's something I would
Rick, this guy's lying. He
do.
overpays for food. He overpays for technology. You're right. You called me out. That was a fair call out. You're right. I was lying.
I love it.
To be fair, if you've ever traded your phone in, so if you buy your phone each year, they give you
Hmm.
like that's the best time to get a new phone because they will give you like 70% or 80% of what you paid for the old phone.
Okay, nerd.
So
You've
you
been
get
doing
like
this too much.
basically and you
You
basically get
know
a
too
brand
much
new phone
about
for the,
this.
I know. I know. The food thing I have no excuse.
Don't talk me into wanting a new phone. I don't need this.
You don't need a new phone.
I don't.
Nobody
What
really needs a
is
new phone.
what's something you'll always be frugal about, no matter how much money you make?
Something else. Probably I really enjoy mowing my grass.
Hmm.
So even if I get to the point where I would want to I could pay someone, I may not because like there's just something that makes me feel good about seeing a freshly mowed lawn. I get it's exercise because I don't even have a riding lawnmower. I have a push mower. And so I push mow my entire backyard and front yard.
See, that seems crazy to me. I like the riding lawnmowers though, because it's fun. Because you can go woo, go fast on them. I
Yep.
really like that.
Rick says I'm getting ripped off. You know, I probably am getting ripped off.
I have another question, three-layered question. Would you
Ready.
do fly? Like, I don't think you've done flights. Have you done flights?
Like an airplane? No,
Yeah.
I've never been on an airplane or a boat.
Okay. Well, it might not be easy for you to answer this one. Would you fly with layovers, do a direct flight, or first class? So this might be more of a question for other people in the
Yeah,
audience.
I've got no
The
context.
watching.
I've seen like videos of what
Hmm.
the cramped area with the screaming children and like everyone's legs are touching. That sounds like a nightmare. I think if I think I would have to do first class.
That sounds like it doesn't even have anything to do with layovers or direct
I
flights.
don't know anything about anything with flying. The whole thing being stuck in a metal box with a bunch of other people for hours sounds like my absolute worst nightmare.
So here's a funny story. This is how I've decided that I never wanted to do layovers again. And it also told me that I was like overworking myself because I had been losing too much weight. I landed somewhere, they had been delayed, and then the other one was going to be early. And I had to fucking run to the next flight.
Gosh.
And with my luggage because it was not one where I could like I had like these things where they had to be with me. And so I'm trying to carry my luggage and I'm trying to run, and this is when I realized that my pants were too loose and they were about to fall down. And I was like, this is not happening right now. I was like, you know what? Never again. I'm always going to do direct flights because that was the time where I'd let somebody else pick my flight for me. And they were like, oh, yeah, you can do layovers. That would be nice. It'd be nice and relaxing. I was like, this was not relaxing at all.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to do a
Yes.
layover either.
Yeah.
That sounds
And
stressful.
I do like first class, but sometimes it doesn't feel worth it unless you like get nice first class. You know?
I'd just rather drive. I don't care if it takes 10 hours.
Yeah, but sometimes like for me, I used to like there was no way that I could have drove at all because I had to be in certain places at certain times like really
That's
fast.
true. That's true.
There was one time where I got a call in the middle of the night. It was like, "We're going to need you in Colorado this time." And I was like, I think I was still in New York, and I was like, "Well, I guess I'm doing laundry until my flight." So, that was fun.
I can't
But
imagine.
those kinds of working like that can make your life feel so short. Like I remember starting it being one age, and then like when I hit like it was like a couple years into it, and then I was like a different age, and then I had a panic attack because I was like, where did those years go?
Yes.
I was like, wait, how old am I? What?
20s go by way
But
too fast.
I think I'd only had 2 weeks off that whole year. It was crazy.
That sounds terrible.
And then here's one that you could say for yourself or for your clients. Would you rather watch the free YouTube? Would you like to buy the course, or would you hire an expert?
That's a good spectrum there. I think I'm the type to buy a course. Like I think I will try to watch a free YouTube video, And if it's like not enough information, if I'm like having to like bounce around a bunch of different places, 9 times out of 10, I will end up buying the course. I'm not the type to. I've done the hire the expert thing like 1 or 2 times, and I've
Mm-hmm.
never been satisfied. It's ended up being like 10 times more money, and then like not what I wanted for
That
myself.
sucks.
But I know that's not always the case for a lot of people.
Yeah. For me, I've been in like multiple situations. So usually, and this is why I think we're just seeing the signs. Like when we watch school news, when we hear what they're having to say. Hey, can you stop running around like a water buffalo? Okay, thanks. Um, no, I'm on the phone and you sound like an elephant. Um, so more noise is great. Uh, anyways, gonna try to stay on track. We hear like Sam talk about, and Sam and Kirby talk about having a source for your own traffic. So like what the YM baby, and like then Oscar, and then even like Nick Srov, all these people, they have an outside source. And I think that's important because I think a lot of times it ends up being in this order. It's people need to watch the free YouTube. They need to then buy the course or buy your community. And sometimes then they'll hire you as the expert, right? They're building
Yes.
that trust with the free YouTubes or the free content that's out there. And I think that if people are not doing content, then, you know, I don't know that they're asking to succeed. If
Agreed.
I'm being really honest about it, I keep looking at it and I keep looking at different ways, and I know that like they built Growth Boost to help, and it's going to help with some people, but you're going to have to be able to be on one of those hot topic niches, right? You're going to have to be what the market wants if you want Growth Boost to do that for you,
Yeah.
where you don't have to have content. And if you're not going to do that, then guess what? You need to start doing that, like, or at least consider doing it, figure it out, right? For me, I have watched the free YouTubes. I've bought in courses, but usually I don't take the course. I'm the one that will buy the course and not take it. Usually
Yeah.
because it's done in a way that it's not to my learning style. Like that's what I figured out, like why I'm not doing the courses, because I wouldn't have a problem if it was done in a way that I could learn. Because I don't need just talking head, right?
You need
I
visual
need the visual
representation.
like representation, and I need to hear it, and it needs to make sense, right?
Yeah.
But I typically will go for hiring the expert because then I could ask the questions based off of like what they're trying to say. I can like say, well, what do you mean this by that? And then I can get the clarity that I need, right?
It's a lot more though. A lot more monies.
Yeah, well, so I paid 8 grand for an expert one time that didn't do shit
Sheesh.
at all. Like at all. And I should have gotten a warning because like the contract was really really big, and I was like, this is stupid. And then I was like, oh, now I see why you wanted that contract. Cuz you suck. But for that it was like really helpful to learn that lesson. Like I needed to learn the lessons of like what to watch out for when hiring an expert, right?
Yeah.
And then I paid people that like aren't very expensive at all. Like they were an expert, but it was only like I guess it depends on like what you're calling it. Like, is it a monthly ongoing thing, or is it like a one time I get help from you? And I got a one time help from somebody, and it was like $200-300, and it was worth it. And then other times it's not been worth it. So I think it's like you're just gonna have to figure it out, right?
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
Yep. Want to hear something sad?
What?
I found this guy. I've been watching his YouTube videos, and I
Like
really like
sad.
him. And I really, really like him. And he has
Mm-hmm.
a course, and I was gonna buy it, but it's on Teachable. And I'm like, I'm
Ew.
not going. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
I need to
As
like
soon as I
message him,
find
like,
out,
bro, get on School.
you should. You really should send them your affiliate link.
I will.
But no, I mean like when I find out, like there's been things that I really am excited about. Like I'm like, oh, this person's finally teaching. They should have been teaching this whole time. And then it's Circle, and I'm like,
I know.
Well, this is worse than you not teaching.
You're with the
'Cause
enemy.
now I know that you would be willing to teach, but you're on the platform that I would rather just like never
Yeah.
log in.
I've had a few that I really like that are on Circle, some on WAP. It's like, come on
Yeah.
now. Come on. Is this a joke?
That's what we should start sending emails. I was so excited to realize that you had a course and that you had like a community, but then I found out it was on Circle, and I don't like that place. That
Or
place
God forbid,
sucks.
Kajabi.
Ew.
Even worse.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even touch that.
I'm on a Facebook group. Okay, I'll never see your posts again because it'll never show up, and I'll have to remind myself, and then my ADHD will kick in, and then I'll never go see your posts.
Yeah.
Fun
Would you
times.
hire somebody for YouTube thumbnails? Because you're pretty good at it, and you seem like you enjoy it.
I have fun doing them, but it takes too much of my time
It does. It really does.
because I have too much fun doing them.
Yeah.
What I think I should do is I should buy a Posha. That'll save time. By the way, it would take me 21 times of using DoorDash to pay for a Posha.
That's
did the math.
nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe I'm buying one.
Yeah.
I'm going to see how much counter space I have once that tiny house
I
is
know.
built.
I need to like measure how big a Boscha is, see if it even
Yeah.
fit in my house.
Yeah, exactly. And then I could find other ways to save time. That way I could do the thumbnails and enjoy it, right?
Yes. Yep. That's true.
Hire an editor.
There you go. That seems to be the bane of your existence.
Editing and doing the dishes. There you go. This was longer, but it was fun.
We learned a lot about ourselves.
Yes.
I hope everyone that
Don't-
was listening did as well.
And their takeaway from this is never use DoorDash. DoorDash sucks.
Never use
have
DoorDash.
to
Get a
get that.
Posha. You need to get an affiliate link for Posha.
Yeah, you know what? They should just send me a Posha shirt that nobody will ever see because I am faceless. Never mind.
Maybe we can send them this link and maybe they'll send you one for free. A whole Posha. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I should be like, hey, have you ever had a faceless creator do content for you?
I mean, probably. What are we talking about tomorrow?
It's gonna be a school recap because there's a
Oh,
lot
that's
of fun
right.
things going on.
There's
in
a
school.
lot of things happen on School. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, when
A
you
lot
were
of
talking about
things.
like what should we talk on Tuesday, and I was like, just the school recap, because
It will be plenty content to talk about. All right. Well, I think this is
But
the
then-
end.
But then Wednesday, let
Wednesday.
people know, what are we doing Wednesday?
We are going over the 33 rules. What's it called?
Brutal truths.
33 Brutal Truths with Alex Ramosi and Modern Wisdom. It's a 4-hour-long podcast. I have been listening to it. And honestly, we could do a whole episode. We could do a whole week or two worth of episode because it's just packed. It's packed full of stuff.
Have you heard the whole thing yet, though?
I haven't. I've been like listening to it like very slowly throughout the week, and I've got through most of it. And I've got like a notes app thing going of just like all the stuff, and it's dense. It's real
It's
dense.
so good.
No.
It's been my favorite one where I've been like, oh, I've got to listen to it again. And Dominic's like, not that guy again.
I mean, it's Modern Wisdom for a reason.
Yep. Good, good, good.
All right. Thanks for
All
watching.
right. Oh, wait. We have to do our noises,
Mm.
right?
That's right.
Do. Where are they?
We'll be right back tomorrow.
That was really loud.
This is the end.
Hanging out. See ya.
Everybody buy Posha.
Or else,
Everybody boycotts DoorDash.
you'll get. Bye. Get out. Leave. Stop.